mean, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. I won't judge you. Oh, Desmond King has an upgrade. Let's see what this does. Let's put it man to man. What is he good? +2 press, +1 man. Catching. We should give him another speed one. That's all I'm hoping for. Just give him a little more speed. Wow, what a surprise. I doubt that. He's already maxed out that. I got both my cornerbacks have 99 man coverage, but yeah, they got torched by Jordan Ford's shit receivers, and that's why I was laughing at. I was like, oh, that's ironic. Now the game is on one when you lose, but when I'm getting Derwin James is getting mossed by like, Marquise Brown, and then him getting a scoop and score on a punt. I mean on a kickoff. I'm like, cool, dude. Yeah, but no, but please tell me how like you outplayed me that game. You were running streak routes, and you know I like to run man, so everyone keeps motioning and snapping before my players can adjust. While they're doing all this motion crap and flipping plays, and players getting stuck, and you're supposed to let people get there. I mean, you're supposed to let the players get to their position before snapping it, but these niggas has just been quick snapping it, and that's how he was just bombs away with Marquise Brown. Yeah, I got it. I was just doing my game prep shit. Oh. Yeah, I quit my other league. Yeah, I couldn't. It was one, I was getting tired of playing in it, and the people were annoying, and then my team was just terrible because I'm playing with like 60 something overall defensive ends and shit, and it was just I had no pass rush, and everyone was just destroying me defensively. Like I was still winning, but it was just annoying to play defense because 12 inning quarters of literally not being able to get a stop and having to score like 50 points to win, shit kind of got old. Let's see. Yeah, fuck it, we'll run with this playbook. I'm using one of my customs. It's just I've been going back and forth between which, because the newest one I created, I don't really like, so I gotta not use that one. So I have to decide which one of my older ones. Oh fuck! I gotta post the stream bullshit. Oh wow! I like how it pops up immediately on my thing. There we go. Hold on. Make sure. No. Fuck. Sure.
Okay, Coach. Well, from a place that's officially been recognized as the loudest venue in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium right here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Kansas City Chiefs. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Oh, you know what Madden shit is. It don't matter about your goddamn record. Shit is random as hell.
It's our time. It's our time. Whoa. Yellow. Get
They'll run on first down. Moody, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The advance. So shit for the I haven't played. I haven't quit my other league, so I damn sure don't be playing Madden as much.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
You got to at least find some way to not let Mahomes do some absurd shit.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
80 overall linebacker that starts, that should be.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Wow, my shit's all jacked up again.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And it's a fumble. And picked up by the Chargers. They find some open field here. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First of all, he's not playing in that league that he put me in, but I think he's still playing in this league. I think he stopped playing in that other league too.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
He does.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. And that sack certainly just strengthening his candidacy for Defensive Player of the Year. You think he's got that one in the bag yet?
I'm not willing to vote quite yet just because I want to wait until the season's over, but he is really tracking towards it. Just look at all the great plays we've seen from him throughout the season. Strength plays that you referenced there.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Keep again, took his bomb out.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Offense ain't the greatest either, so we'll be fine.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Super 66.
Out of the gun. Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Third and long. It's gone. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Come get some. Come on, come get some.
Now Rashad Penny. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
First down, Los Angeles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gordon. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Value three.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Yellow. 15. He can't hang. He's not going to get it. Any silence. I rip list.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man is born. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Smith. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it 1st and goal to go. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right.
Please pick that off. Thank you.
Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
And it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Penny on the counter. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
We go tonight. Right 20. Shell. Spawn. No. Hey, watch it.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. And taken right at the 35. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Down to lose one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's caught, Smith. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Complete to number 45. A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And the Chargers first down.
Here we go. 20.
They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun to give to Penny. Whoosh. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try and run forward with Penny. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Second and goal from inside the 5.
We got 4.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. The kick by Gould is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Oh.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Here's Goff. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down, check.
Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip. 15.
Now here's Mahomes. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And all the way to the opposite 45. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. 45 yards.
Listen to my depth chart now.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Mahomes going to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 22.
That's good for Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Mahomes now to throw. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Got the connection here to Bourne. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Smith trying to run for it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tremont Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some 1st downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Penny. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. This is Penny. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Now it's Penny running right. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Darren Lee there to get him down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. So they'll run it again with Penny. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's got some space here. The 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for KC. 56 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll look to throw here. His throw caught. What about the 5? And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Looking to throw. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Jerry Tillery in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. 2nd and 6. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Back to throw here. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Desmond King picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Penny, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for L.A. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. On 1st down, Mahomes. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Mahomes now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. 2nd and long. Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen,